Hello everyone, welcome to reactjs tutorial, and in this video we are going to install Laravel 9 and we are going to test the get API so this is the backend task that we are going to do. We have seen in the last video that we able to install the reactjs app, we able to install the bootstrap router, okay. And now in this video we are going to install the Laravel 9, okay, for the backend purpose. Okay, so the reactjs is the front end of our application, and this Laravel 9 is the backend for our application. Okay, so first of all we are going to run our project that is located in the htdocs folder. I hope that every one of you must have installed the XAMPP. If you have not installed the XAMPP yet, you can install the Apache server, you can install the XAMPP, or you can install the WAMP. Okay, so I will tell you briefly that a few of the things that you need to install if you are the new user, and if you have not seen my Laravel series, then please watch my Laravel series for the basics of Laravel. You must know at least the basics of Laravel for this project. Okay, so you can watch my another series. I will also share you that series in the video description. Okay, so here see, you need to install few things before installing the Laravel 9. You need to install these things. You need to install the XAMPP first of all, as per your operating system. If you are working on the Windows, then you can install the latest XAMPP. Okay, you can install this 8.1.10. Don't install the 7 version because we are working on the Laravel 9. So Laravel 9 requires PHP 8 at least. Okay, so if you are working on the Linux, then you can go for this one. You can install this this PHP 8 version, this latest one. And if you are working on the Mac operating system, MacBook, then you can go for this one, latest one. Okay, 8.1.6. So you can install this XAMPP in at your system, and after that you need to install the composer as well. Okay, so you can install the composer from this website getcomposer.org. so you can install the composer that is required to install the packages for the Laravel. Like we require the npm for the rect, we require here the composer for the Laravel. Okay, so you need to install the composer as well. Okay, so after that we are going to install the Laravel 9. Okay, so we can simply search the Laravel 9 here, install Laravel 9, and this is the latest Laravel right now. So we can click here, and there you can see the command for installing the Laravel, and you can go down and you can see this is the composer command. With the help of composer we can able to install the Laravel 9. So we are going to install this one. See, under htdocs, under personal, see, we have created the folder earlier, rect project folder. If you remember that we have created this folder in the last video, and under this folder we have created the another folder for our rect project. So this is the front end of our project, and now under this folder one more folder for the Laravel. I'm going to run the command here in my Mac operating system, and going to create the Laravel 9 project here. So the last one, example app, we need to rename with the project name. Okay, so I will give here we have given here React app, and I can give here simply Laravel 9. Okay, so I have given Laravel 9 as my project name. Okay, so you can you can see that inside this one Laravel 9 started installing. Okay, so you can give the project name as per your own choice. You can give the ecom app as well. Okay, you can give here rect ecom app, and you can give here Laravel ecom app. Okay, like this you can also give. It's your own choice. Okay, so see, both we are going to connect with each other. Okay, so rect will act as the front end of our application, and Laravel will act as the backend for our application. So you are going to be the full stack developer. So after completing this series, you can think of yourself as the full stack developers, like our channel name, stack developer. Okay, you can be the full stack developer because you know the front end, you know the back end. You are the front end developer, you are the back end developer. Okay, so both will work. So I am going to run my, in the meantime I'm going to run my React project that we have created in the last video. So for running the project, we are simply required to run the npm start command, npm start. Okay, so this is the command that we are required to run the React project. Okay, so if you are working in the Windows, you need to go inside. See here, you can see that our project starts running. Okay, so this is the thing that we have created in the last video. We able to show the simple button and bootstrap button. We able to install the bootstrap for our React. Okay, we able to import the bootstrap class, we able to install the bootstrap package. Okay, so see, this is the difference that we have seen in the last video, simple button, and this is the bootstrap button, how attractive it is. So see, right now we are installing the Laravel 9, and I am telling you one thing here, that see, this is our front end and this is our back end. And I'm going to explain you something. So we are going to connect both. And here we are going to see the progress of our installation. See, that is done now. Okay, you can see it has been done. Now we can check once, we can run our Laravel 9 project. And I am telling you, like, if you are in Windows, then you can simply come inside and right click. If you have installed the git bash, you must also install the git bash. If you are in Windows, you can install this one, git bash. Okay, install git bash for Windows. You simply require to install git bash for Windows if you are in Windows, so that it will help you to run the commands in a easier way. Okay, you can search here as well. You can simply uh, here you can simply open one website, this one, download git bash. Okay, so this website you can open and you can able to install, download for Mac, download for Windows, download for Linux. Okay, you can download. If you want to download for Windows, you can click here, you can download the latest version. Okay, so you can install the git bash that will help you to run the commands in a easy way. Okay, so here in Mac we are not required because we have the terminal. So now see, we are going to run this one, Laravel 9 project. You know that how to run the Laravel. Okay, PHP artisan serve. So both the things we are going to run now. See, this one is also running now. So we can see both Laravel as well as the React, both the things are working. This is our backend and this is our the front end. Okay, user is going to see this one, but user is not going to see the Laravel. Okay, so both are running at this time. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to create one API in Laravel for the test API that we are going to create. Okay, so before that we will create the database for our project. Okay, so I'm going to create the database here in my first of all I need to run I think my XAMPP is not running. Okay, so I need to run my XAMPP. First thing is uh, I need to run my XAMPP. Okay, so if you are in Windows, that you can run your XAMPP first of all, and after that we are going to create the database. Okay, so now I'm going to try. See, now it's running. So I'm going to create the database now. It will take few seconds. Here we are going to create the Laravel 9 database. Okay, so you can see the Laravel 9 database has been created. So we are going to connect this database. I am going to see, I'm going to put the folder there, this Laravel 9 folder here. Okay, or we'll open the .env file and we'll connect it here. I'm going to give the Laravel 9 database here. Okay, replace the Laravel with the Laravel 9 database, as our database name is Laravel 9. Okay, so now I'm going to run the PHP artisan migrate command. Okay, right click. So one more artisan command I'm going to run, PHP artisan migrate, so that it will populate the database with the default Laravel tables. Okay, PHP artisan migrate, so the default tables will come automatically along with the users table that we required. Okay, so it has created some of the table. We are going to check it automatically creates some necessary table along with the user table. You can see user table has also been created. So we are going to insert some of the users here. So there are two ways to insert the user. One is we can insert from here, and there is the another way, better way that we need to use in Laravel, that is the seeder. If you are my old Laravel member, then you must know that how to create users with the help of seeder. In case you will, if your client not provided you the PHPMyadmin support, then you need to use those commands, okay, to create uh, to create the entries for your tables, okay, to fill up your database, to add the dummy entries or maybe the real entries, okay. So at that time you need to use the seeder. But right now, to save the time, I am directly adding the user from here. But if you want to learn the seeder, then please watch my any of my Laravel series, Laravel 8 series or Laravel 9 series, in which you are going to learn how to insert the data with the help of seeder, okay. So here right now I'm going to add entries like this. I'm going to fill up with my name, okay, any email I'm going to add here, amit100@yahotmail.com, some dummy email, okay. So I'm going to click on go, okay. It will create this entry. One more entry I'm going to create here, okay, with some another email. I'm going to give some other email, John Singh, okay. So here I'm going to give here the john@yahotmail.com, and I'm going to click on go as well. See, we are able to create the two entries here, okay. So now the other thing that we are going to do, we are going to create the API controller here, because we want to create the API. So that's why we are going to create the API controller here, PHP artisan make controller. If you have no idea of controller, then please, I'm again saying that for cleaning your basic, you watch my another series, or you can watch any other series, get some basics of Laravel, okay. So here PHP artisan make controller, and here I'm going to create the API controller, okay. So created successfully, okay, done. So now I'm going to open the API controllers. Yeah, it has been opened, fine. So I am going to create the API. See, get API. So we are going to use the api.php, okay. We have the another series, API series as well, okay. You can watch that series. In that series we have created every type of API: get API, post API, put API, patch API, okay. Every type of API we have created in that series. Now if you have already seen that series, then it will be really easier for you. Otherwise it's okay, you can continue, because we are going to do that one again. And finally we are going to connect these APIs with our React app, so that we can create the backend for our React app, okay. So so here I am going to create the route, okay. I'm going to create here the route get route we are going to create. uh, I'm going to make it users, okay. And here I'm see, I need to give here the path of our controller. In Laravel 9 we need to give the path, complete path of our controllers, then API controller. Otherwise later on we will create the route group. I will tell you that how to create the route group later on, okay. When we have the multiple APIs, then we will create the route group. But right now we will create the path like this. And this get users function I'm going to create inside the API controller to fetch all the users that we have created earlier, okay. So here I'm going to add public function get users, and this will help us to get all the user. So I'm going to get all the user here, get user, and user is the table, and I'm going to get all the user like this, and going to return this one, and it will automatically return the user in JSON, okay. We are going to check, and but we need to attach the model as well, okay. User model we need to attach. Don't forget to attach the model, app models user, okay. So let's see now. We are going to run the API here in browser. First of all, API is always start with the API, then we have given its name as users. So see, it is running now. So this is the JSON data of the user. Both the users are coming now. You can see that both the users are showing here. So we can install some extension. I think we earlier have installed some extension as well. So where it gone away? Okay, maybe because of map. But we can install some extension. Otherwise, we can run this API in our editor, new editor. Okay, VS Code editor. So we can run our API there as well. We can try there. VS Code, Visual Studio Code. Okay, its name is here like this. Okay, we can open this one, Visual Studio Code, and we are going to run this API in the Thunderbird. Okay, that Thunder client. So the Thunder client. In this one, we are going to run our API. We are going to try our API here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on Thunder client once again, and here new request, and here you can see we can here try this one, this API. I'm going to copy this API. This is the get API, so we will keep selecting the get, and we'll click on send. And here you can see the response, how good the response is coming. Now the response is coming is in JSON. Okay, you can see our array is starting here, objects are coming here, this one entry, and this is the second entry. One is the Amit Gupta and another one is the John Singh. So this is the data that we require for our React app. Okay, so it is coming really perfect, in a perfect way. Okay, so you can try this one, and also we can try running in Postman as well. Okay, so you can either use this Thunder client in your VS Code editor, or you can also use the Postman for your APIs as well. So it's your personal choice. In the API series, we have used the Postman all the way for the Laravel. Okay, so Postman is also the standard. Okay, so we can use the Postman as well, and we can use the this VS Code editor as well. Okay, so here see, if you want to update, you can go for update. So here I am going to run this one API. These all are the test APIs that we have created with the Laravel API series. You can see we have also created the third party APIs, Shiprocket APIs as well. Okay, so one more API I'm going to add here, add request. So here I'm going to run this one, this new API, that is the users API, that I'm going to run now, and going to test with this one, that is running here or not. Oh, and you can see the response is coming at the bottom. So see, response is coming in the same way like we want. Okay, so this is the get API. Once again, here get is selected. So see, we have the API now. So in the next video, we are going to connect this API with our React app. Okay, so we are going to have the users here at the front end. Like this is the app view. You can see this is the app view, and we are going to have the data coming from the database via Laravel. Okay, so that thing we are going to do in our next video. So please stay tuned for that, and please subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed, and you can always join the channel to get the source code of my updated code. Okay, of my Laravel series, of my React series, any series, you will get the complete code if you will join as the premium member. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video, and if you have any queries, you can surely contact me. That's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.